That's super low. Who I think is going to have? They ran all over. I think Brees Hall is going to have a comeback game. Last week he did absolutely nothing. For those who started him, was probably upset. Those guys who started him, like Darren Howard, was upset. He started Brees Hall last week. Brees Hall is going to run all over New England. You know what? I take that back. All right. What's going on? It's your boy Hot Soup, man. Fantasy football. We're doing a 6-man draft best ball right now for the week 3. So I'll be grabbing players that I think are going to have good games. It's not all about the guys who are at the top, but I think Jerome Ford is going to run all over Tennessee Titans. That's going to be a ground game, ground and pound game. Jerome Ford coming off the board. Quarterback. Let me go ahead and go out here and get my quarterback, who I think is going to have a good game. The Kirk Cousins this is going to be a shootout. In my opinion, highest scoring game I see this week is going to be LA Chargers, who have the worst defense in the league. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and grab Kirk Cousins as my quarterback. I think he's going to have even a better game than Justin Herbert. And Justin Herbert's going to blow up this week. Justin Herbert and Kirk Cousins is who y'all need in y'all lineups this week. Who did I just get? Did I have the double pick? All right, I got Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson combo with Jerome Ford. Raheem Mostert versus Denver. I like it, but not more than I like Kenneth Walker versus Carolina. Jahmyr Gibbs with no David Montgomery. Yeah. Jahmyr Gibbs has his breakout game of the season against Atlanta this week. Oh, my God. Let's go. Let's go. No David Montgomery. Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be getting that rock. Who else out here? Receivers. Amon Ra. Not this week. He's been injured. Oh, I like Nico Collins versus Jacksonville defense is tough. Jacksonville defense is tough. We're going to go away from that one. Who's going to have a big game? Gabe Davis versus Washington. You can pass on Washington, but you ain't running on Washington. I know that. Jared Jeudy. Could it be his breakout game against Miami? They're going to have to keep up with the score. Ooh, Jared Jeudy. I've been talking about him. Or Christian Kirk versus Houston. Oh, I like that one better. Christian Kirk versus Houston. We don't want Ridley. We're taking Christian Kirk versus Houston. What tight ends out there right now? Evan Ingram. You know who I like? Hunter Henry versus New York. Yep. Hunter Henry. Get him in your starting lineup this week. Oh, somebody took Jahmyr Gibbs from me? Yeah, dirty dogs. Dirty dog, you. James Cook versus Washington. You ain't running on Washington. Eckler's hurt. We'll go Christian Kirk and Ramondre Stevenson has his breakout game this week, or Brian Robinson. It's a tough. I'm going to go Ramondre. We're going to go Ramondre this week, man. Ramondre has a breakout game this week. Let's go. And then tight end, Hunter Henry. If I can't get Hunter, Man, Kyle Pitts is just, oh man, he hurts. Kyle Pitts draft hurts, man. Why did I get that guy? I could have got Hunter Henry off the waiver wire and drafted no tight end in my drafts. I was drafting Kyle Pitts like he showed us something last year. Thinking, man, his second year, he's gonna come out on fire. That man is a dud, man. He's like straight dud. Still tight end 7 coming off the board. I'd rather have Zach Ertz versus Dallas. They ain't gonna be able to run on Dallas, so they're gonna have to pass. But Hunter Henry is it. This is my squad, y'all. Jerome Ford. So you know, if you always go and get the top guys don't always go off every week, man. So this is more about matchups, getting the right matchup, putting the right people you think game scripts in your mind. You got to put the game scripts together. Like, okay, this is going to be some passing aerial attack. That's when you go get that quarterback or you go get those receivers from that game. If you're like, man, it's going to be a ground and pound, go get the running backs if you know somebody's going to get 25 plus touches. I think Jerome Ford is going to run that pill this week. They're going to use him. I mean, Deshaun Watson is not looking good through the air right now. I know Cooper been hurt, coming off that groin, but I don't know, man. I see Jerome Ford having a big game. Ramondre Stevenson, he hasn't had a breakout game yet. He's had a high floor games, 12 points, 15 points. He's getting that rock. He's doing what he's supposed to do, doing his blocking, man, taking care of the quarterback, Mac Jones, and being, readily available, man. So, using his hands is in the passing game. Ramondre has a big week this week versus New York Jets. That's what I see. I don't see that as a high-scoring game. Looks like it's my turn. We're going to go ahead and grab Hunter Henry for our last pick of the draft. There you have it. Just to show you, a lot of these guys will go out and get all the top guys. I like that Nico Collins pick this week, y'all. Get Nico in your lineups, man. He's a number 7 receiver right now in fantasy scoring after 2 weeks. Nico Collins is the man over in Houston, and Stroud is not fucking off. I forgot I was live. Stroud is not messing off, man, right now. Stroud is doing his thing right now, man. Threw for 360, I think it was, in 2 tuds. The guys was like, I want to say 30 for 42 or something through the air, something crazy like that, man. High completion percentage, man. The rookie is over there getting it done. So I like that pick. If I were to go through here, the TJ Hockenson is getting work. That's going to be a high-scoring game in Minnesota. Amon St. Brown, the name speaks for itself, man. He's going to get a plethora of targets, 13 targets over there. So, that's going to amount to a big game, man. He's going 100 yards every other game, if not every game. Your boy Amon St. Brown. Justin Herbert, like I said, man, is going to have a big game. I see Calvin Ridley not having a week 1, but being better than week 2. So maybe a stat line of 6 and 75. Maybe we can get a touch in there. Jahmyr Gibbs, I feel like the Kenneth Walker surprising me. Well, I always knew he was a really good running back, but he just got injured a lot, man. That's why I was scared of him. But right now he's putting up RB1 numbers week in and week out. Tyler Lockett had a great game last week. He's going to be hit or miss. He always has been. He's boom or bust type receiver. He can have a huge game and he can have a 1 catch for a 7-yard game. James Cook, man, I like how he's looking. I like how they're facilitating the ball over there to him in Buffalo. He's getting a lot of touches through the air as well on the ground. So I like that pick right there. Keenan Allen. What can I say about? I just traded for Keenan Allen. I just traded Ramondre Stevenson in the league for. No, I'm sorry, Jahmyr Gibbs. I traded Jahmyr Gibbs for Keenan Allen. I was going to give up Ramondre, and I was like, nah. I like Ramondre too much. But yeah, man, I traded Jahmyr Gibbs for Keenan Allen. But in that league, I had like 2 running backs that are like really, really good. James Cook and another one on the bench. I forgot who it was. But they're on my bench. Like my running back stable is ridiculous, and I needed a receiver bad. And I got Keenan Allen in a lot of leagues, man. He is looking reinvented. Keenan Allen is the man right now. So I'm loving that. I'm loving that pick for this guy right here. And I'm loving for y'all to put Keenan Allen in your lineups and keep him there, man. Set it and forget it with that guy. Notice they did not give me my last player. I'm sure they'll put it in there. But there goes my lineup. Justin Jefferson, obviously, workhorse, is going to get big points this week. Kirk Cousins, I feel like that. I mean, if he's going to get work, Kirk Cousins is going to be working. Enough said. Christian Kirk, man, I like that he had a big game last week. I feel like he's going to have another big game just to show people and doubt the haters and doubt the silence all the haters, man, out there. And Ramondre Stevenson, man, that guy's name speaks for itself. We just talked about it. Hot Soup out, man. Come back and check us out. We're going to do another best ball draft shortly. Okay. Oh, I don't know what that was. Drafts. Let's go back in here. Home. No, NFL. EV. All right. Where's question? I don't see the question. Where am I looking? Private chat. Question. What screen? Mm-mm. Oh, Parker Bledsoe. Should I get Gus Edwards, Kareem Hunt, or Davin Cook? Gus Edwards. And this is why I say that. So Kareem Hunt, the only reason they're getting Kareem Hunt is to have a backup in case the kid Jerome Ford gets hurt. Jerome Ford is a fresh legs. Think about this real quick. Kareem Hunt couldn't get on anyone's team. He was trying to get on a bunch of different teams. He went and did a bunch of different workouts to try to get a deal somewhere. And everybody was like, no, we're good. We're good. And obviously the Browns were ready to move on from him because they did. Which means, in my mind, that there's a lot of other running backs out there with fresher legs that, people are taking over Kareem Hunt. And we're talking about a bunch of guys that you've never heard of, that are on the practice squads. And I mean, he didn't even get signed to the practice squad if you think about it, right? So he's going to all these different places working out, and it's not working out. Meaning, and he got let go over in Cleveland. So meaning that he's not the Kareem Hunt that he used to be. And we all know Kareem Hunt has, had marijuana issues in the past. I mean, what has he really been doing? Has he been really working out, or has he been blowing back trees, sitting on his couch relaxing, man? And when that opportunity comes, you try to go back and get back in shape real quick. But it's not the old Kareem Hunt that we used to see in fantasy football, right? So number one, let's get him just out of there, right? Because J.K. Dobbins ain't coming back, and Gus Edwards is the number two. I know a lot of guys like the Hill guy, but Gus Edwards is the bigger back. He's the better blocker, and he's gonna be in the game more than Hill. So out of these three, Davin Cook, what has Davin Cook showed us in that offense? Breece Hall has showed us way more. They've already talked about Breece Hall being the bell cow, once we get into week 4, week 5, and they're going to ease him back in after this injury, right? Davin Cook has done nothing really with the time that he did get the ball. Like, he was getting the ball more than Breece, and he did a lot less with it. So with that being said, Breece Hall is going to be the bell cow back. So we want to get somebody of some value right now. And with Kareem Hunt, that's obviously a no-go. So Gus Edwards is the best back to get out of these three all day long. If it was me and I'm looking at my league and I needed a running back, I'm going to get Gus Edwards. No, there's no questions. And another thing you got to think about, Lamar Jackson in this offense and the way they run it, right? That means you have to key on Lamar And the linebackers got a key on Lamar. So what it does is it opens up running lanes. Notice the J.K. Dobbins running lanes were this big. It's going to be the same with Gus Edwards. He's also going to be the goal line back. He's a bigger guy. Of course, Hill will spell him out. But in my opinion, I go Gus Edwards all day, my brother. All right. Back to best ball. We're going to jump in. We're going to do another best ball league. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and just go to the double up again. Actually, you know what? Is this a 35,000 in prizes? We got 300,000 in prizes over here. Do a battle royal for week 3. We're going to enter this. It's 30-second pick and clock, 6 rounds, draft size 6. This is for week 3 only. Go ahead and enter. $5. Yes, we are. Let's get it done. These usually fill up real quick. So if you guys ever want to go and do some best ball leagues, man, it doesn't take long at all. It takes less than 10 minutes to get done. It's a way you can gamble, man, have fun and see are your picks better than everyone else's with a chance to win big money. Easier to win this than it is the lotto. So, put on your guru hat, man. You think you know fantasy football? Put it to the test. Bet your money. Put your money up. Yeah. Oh, we got another question coming in. Let's see what's going on here. Valez the GOAT, what's going on? Should I trade Hockenson and Lockett for Kelce? Yes. Kelce is the focal point in his offense. He's going to get 12 to 15 targets a game, period. Pat Mahomes loves them. They should be roommates, right? Hockenson has who else? Justin Jefferson, right? So Justin Jefferson, Hockenson is second on that pecking order, if you want to say, in that offense. And they also have Addison, who's looking good in week 2, right? So he's going to start getting targets. So if I'm going to go and Lockett, to me, in my opinion, once again, is a boomer bust guy. Not only that, we on the clock? Hold on, I got a draft too, man. Hold up, buddy. I got first pick again. Of course, we going Justin Jefferson. It's going to be a great week for them. All right, let me get back to you on this answer. Lockett, you can get receivers on the streamer sometimes that are going to have better games than Lockett, meaning the waiver wire. So you can go stream another receiver. I take Kelce all day for Lockett and Hockenson, in my opinion. Want that alpha. Don't get me wrong, Hockenson is the man. And he's going to have weeks where he may do a little better than Kelce. But on a regular, Kelce's going to have way better numbers. Depends on what you got at receiver too, man. If you got some strong receivers down there that you can put in that place after losing 2 players, hey, man, go make the trade. Also think about round value when you were drafting them. Everybody, we were getting Hockenson in what, the 3rd, 4th round? Kelce's a number 1 guy, man, top 5 pick. You're going to get a top 5 pick. Tyler Lockett's not the number 1 over there. DK Metcalf is. Remember that. Let's see here. Bijan was looking good. Man, I seen a play. Bijan made about 4 people hit their knees. I mean, just boy, so quick, man. They're starting to feed in the rock more and more and more. So I'm going to try to get Bijan right now. Definitely. I'd be a fool not to. Yep, somebody got him. They ain't stupid. Jahmyr Gibbs has a big game this week in Atlanta. But I got to think about, I like Brian Robinson, man. He been blowing up against Buffalo too. That might be a high scoring game. Sam Howell's doing his thing right now. He's comfortable. This game right here will be able to tell us whether or not Washington is real or they just really ain't been playing nobody. This game right here. So, and we're going to think there's going to be a high scoring game. I believe that Washington will be down. They'll have to chase the lead. And with that said, we went with Brian Robinson. Got to have a sleeper receiver. Nico Collins, I love. So as you see, I'm not drafting guys that could really, really do their thing, right? Or are supposed to do their thing. Not like your top 10 receivers, top 15. I'm going to get guys that people probably not getting. So, which means that they have a great game, I end up beating everybody else because they're going to get those high guys. Not all the time do the top 10 score the most points. And we see it week in and week out. We've seen it already. You know, you got Jamar Chase. We were getting him number 1, number 2 pick. Man, that guy is ranked like 57 or 60 something receiver right now. It's crazy. It's crazy, boy. Crazy how fantasy works, man. But it never changes. All right. It's a lot of luck in this thing, in this game of fantasy we play. But it's also calculated. And if you are a better calculated risk taker, then you're gonna win more than you will lose. And if we can win more than we lose, we get to the playoffs. And once you're in the playoffs, man, it's luck. You can have the best team in the playoffs, man, and be 13-0 that year and lose in the first week, man, to a team that got in at 6-8, and it's or 6-7. I've seen it happen too many times, man, and just be heart hurt. You done went 13 weeks, man, of being great, only just to flop in week 14. Any given Sunday. Injuries. Anything can happen, man. It's a game of luck, but it's also a game of skill. I was talking about it earlier. I think Jerome Ford is going to have another big game, but I can't go with two. I got to get a guy that I know is going to be getting touches, and that's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs this week. No David Montgomery. It's time for Jahmyr to shine. Let's go. Let's see what kind of QB we working with. I already said it. I want Justin Herbert or I want Kirk Cousins. I went Kirk Cousins in the last one. Let's go Justin Herbert in this one. All right. You can't have the same teams. You don't want to do that when you're betting money. You want to switch up your teams, man, because you want to have more chances. And in my opinion, switching up the teams gives you more chances, more opportunity. Just got to pick the right ones. So we'll go with a Bell Cow and Ramadre as well. If we can't get Jahmyr. I can't believe Jerome is number 11 right now. My boy done moved past all these guys. Breece Hall, Miles Sanders. He done moved by Ramad. He done moved ahead of Ramadre after that one game. Showing my boy some love. Easy. Let's see here. DK hurt ribs right now. So they're going to give me Jahmyr. We're going to go Jahmyr. And then we're going to come back with Justin Herbert at the quarterback position. All right. Need a tight end. Usually I always get my tight end late, man. You can get some good guys. Hunter Henry is my guy right now, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. Hunter Henry is going to have another top 5 week this week. Mac Jones likes him. He's a big target. He's a red zone target. I love me some Hunter Henry right now. I want to say Hunter Henry is, what number is he? I want to say he's like number 3 or number 4 tight end right now on the year after 2 games. I got to go in and check it. We got up next. Let's see where Hunter at. Overall and standard league scoring. Where my boy? Hunter Henry. Tight ends. Coming back to me. Hey, we got another question. Be right with y'all. Season total. Hunter Henry, the number 2 tight end right now on the year in scoring. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Valdez the GOAT, 12-man PPR. All right. You got Mahomes, Etienne, Montgomery, Chase, Watson. Watson and Montgomery are hurt. Um, Hawkin- Hawkinson, Lockett, Kareem Hunt. Huh? Oh, it's the last one. We already got him in the queue. Oh, no. Where Hunter Henry go? Somebody took him? Where Hunter at? Oh, somebody took him. Oh, they dirty. They dirty. They just gonna give me somebody. All right, let me go back to that question. All right, this is not a question. 12-man PPR. That's your team. Valez the GOAT. I'm starting. Are you asking me who to start or what's the question? What I think of that team? Um, Go ahead, post it again for me. Yeah, there you go. Mahomes, love it. Etienne. I was off on Etienne at the beginning of the year. Um, me watching him play, he's in a great offense and he is a more than more than good serviceable running back. So I'm not calling him a top 10 guy, but in my opinion, he's a nice RB2, got hands, can catch the rock. Um, Running lanes, going to have bigger running lanes just because of how potent his offense is, having those talented receivers and that talented quarterback. So Montgomery, I don't like. He's going to phase out. He's hurt. I mean, has an ankle injury right now. You got to find somebody else. I don't see him coming back when he does get better and having the impact that he had in week 1, if that makes sense. They went with him because he's a veteran. You got to ease the rookie in, and but the rookie's getting acclimated. They're giving him more touches each game. He's way more explosive to the eye test, Jahmyr Gibbs. And if I am a coach, I went out and got this guy that early. I'm putting him in the game. He is a way far superior running back than David Montgomery. David Montgomery is, I watched him for a long time, man. I'm a Bears fan. Um, he's very serviceable. He's a good running back. He can get the job done, but he's a 3.5 yard per carry guy, if that makes sense. He's not a one touch and I can take it to the house. So he has a he has a low ceiling, high floor type of guy. Uh, Ja'Marr Chase, don't worry about Ja'Marr Chase, man. I love it. I love Ja'Marr Chase, great receiver. You're just gonna have to wait until week 5, week 6 for him to start really, really going off, in my opinion. And he just got to get the continuity back with Burrow. Burrow's having calf issues right now, but Burrow's a pocket passer, so we don't have to worry about Burrow. Burrow's not a big runner like that. So the calf injury isn't as important as it would be to a running quarterback. So he's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. That's a nice combo right there. Mahomes, Etienne, Chase, like Watson, but we really haven't seen him this year because of injury. So we don't know what he's going to be like. I do like Love, but Love's accuracy is not the best. Yeah, he's been throwing touchdowns, but that's why he's been scoring. It's from his touchdowns, not his yardage, not his completion percentage. So it's that's a big question mark right there. Hawkinson, I love him all day long. I see what you were talking about. Would you trade for Travis Kelce? Heck yeah. You got Mahomes? Heck yeah. But as you see, it looks to me like you're going to have to find some receivers, bro. You got all running backs. Kareem Hunt, you don't need him. Breida, he's only going to be serviceable for 3 weeks until Barkley's back. Algier, I love him. There's enough touches over there in Atlanta for Algier and Bijan to thrive. So don't you hold on to Algier. Um, P Ryan, we already saw what we thought P Ryan was going to be getting that rock, and they said he would at the beginning of the season. He's not, man. It's Javonte Williams' show, even though Javonte Williams isn't really doing much with it. But it's Javonte Williams' show, man. P Ryan is just a backup right now. And Gainwell, Um, after what we saw Swift do with the Rock, Gainwell, I don't think is going to be running the ball as much. He'll still be in on third down for passing downs, in my opinion. But you need to go if you're going to make that trade for Hockenson, Lockett for the Travis Kelce, you have got to go get yourself another receiver. Watson, again, we don't know if Watson is healthy now. I'd make the trade like right now, and we know that Watson's going to play this week. If Watson's going to play this week, or maybe see, you probably can't even wait for a trade like this, man. You gotta go with your gut on this, man. And if I was you, if you can find another or trade for a receiver, but I don't really see a lot on your team that people are going to want to trade for. Who is the JSN? Valez, the GOAT. Who's the JSN? Oh, it is Smith and Jigba. Yep. Yeah, he's not getting that pill. He hasn't really been doing anything at all. Um, you got two receivers from the same team. You really don't need that, man. Get rid of Lockett and Hockenson now, man. Go get Kelce. You heard it from Hot Soup. You'll find somebody for that flex, man. You got Chase and Watson. Watson should be a good wide receiver too. He's the best receiver on that team. Um, as you can see, Jordan Love is serviceable. I'm not saying he's the most accurate man, but he's getting it done. And if he's out here throwing touchdowns like that, man, Christian Watson, the Watson kid is going to be getting a lot of those TDs. So go make that trade, bro. Go get yeah, go get that tight end right now, man. The best tight end in the game. You got Mahomes, man. You got the combo. You're gonna be blowing up on people, man. With Etienne, go get it done. Algier be your RB2 for now. All right, we're gonna go back and do um, one more draft. Let's see here. Do another best ball. Get it knocked out. Get us 3 on the slate for this week. This time we're gonna do the Battle Royale. So that's the one we did last time. We'll enter in. Yes. It'll fill up quick. There's already 3 more people waiting. We'll be drafting shortly. Just going to go through a couple of these players. I got more players that I like this week. CeeDee Lamb in Arizona. I love him. We're going to go grab CeeDee Lamb on this next one. Who else do I like? Travis Kelce is going to have a huge game against Chicago. If I can get Kelce, let's go grab him. If I can get Kelce and Mahomes, that'd be nice, right? Get that combo. I can do it. You can do anything you want to him in the best ball. Chris Olave, man, been doing his thing. Derek Carr been looking at him a lot, looking his way a lot. He almost beat me last week in a couple leagues. Had me hot. I love me some Nico Collins, y'all. Hey, you heard it here first. Nico Collins is still on the waiver wire. Go get Nico now. Man, y'all be a fool not to. I'm dropping. It's gonna be guys like Lockett. If you can go get my boy over there, man, with Lockett. If that guy's not gonna make the trade, or if you can make that trade and then go pick up like a guy like Nico Collins for your wide receiver 2 or your flex, man, you're gonna be sitting so good, so good. I've been watching him, man. There was a lot of hype about that kid too. A lot of hype in the offseason. And he is cashing checks right now. I like him. I like him. Kenneth Walker, man, another guy I like. We're gonna get Kenneth Walker on this best ball if I can. You know, he's healthy. When Kenneth Walker is healthy, RB1 all day, top 10 guy. Mostert in the track meet over there in Denver. We'll grab Mostert if we can. It's on Hot Soup. We're going Travis Kelce. Let's go. If we can come back with the Mahomes, we're getting Mahomes. So I got the combo for the week. They go off for 3 touchdowns. I look like a genius. Travis Kelce 3 TDs this week. Look at that. All right, so now I already got a good setup. We're gonna go Zay Flowers, sleeper. They sleep on Zay right now. Sleep on Zay right now. Christian Kirk, another guy I like for this week. Garrett Wilson. Man, people been so down on Garrett Wilson, like he didn't get rookie of the year with the same quarterback last year. Look, I just traded for Garrett Wilson. I needed a running back, and they threw Garrett Wilson in there. They wanted, who did they grab from me today? I've been trade. When you got 23 leagues, man, you get at least 5 trade offers a week. I'm getting a day. At least 5 trade offers I get a day, man. So I got to sit back and figure out, does this make my team better or does it not? I gave up a pretty good receiver too, and I got Garrett. Who was it I gave up today? Well, let's see. Maybe he's still out there. As soon as I see it, I'll know. Who was it? Oh, Amari Cooper. I gave up Amari Cooper for Garrett Wilson, and it was RB2. Oh, RB was it? Brees Hall. Somebody traded me that today. They wanted Amari bad, but they felt like Garrett Wilson, I guess, is just not going to be that guy because of who he has thrown on the ball. Are you out of your mind? He's still going to get the rock. He got to throw it to somebody over there, right? And he knows Garrett Wilson, right? Zach Wilson knows Garrett Wilson. Like they were a combo last year, and that's not going to change. If anything, it's going to get better. So, in my opinion, that was a dumb move on them, by them. But yeah, man, I came straight up. Came straight up. I don't know what they was thinking. They must love them some they must know something about Amari that I don't know. Kenneth Walker will be our running back. And then we're gonna come back and get Mostert. No, you know what? We're gonna come back and get Ramadre. Rather have Ramadre than Mostert this week. Ramadre is gonna get it done this week, y'all. If he don't bench him, not this week. If you bench Ramadre, man, you got an awesome running back stable. Awesome. Derrick Henry versus Cleveland. Ramadre draft. All right, we got Kenneth Walker and Ramadre, Patrick Mahomes to Kelsey. Now we're just gonna need 2 receivers. Love me some DK. Like Amari this week versus Tennessee. But it's not a love. DK's hurt right now. What do I love? What do I want to, when I see it, I love it. Garrett Wilson. We're going to go Garrett this week. Yes, we are. Hold up. Yep. I don't see how they got Kadarius Toney so high. That man ain't caught a ball in a season now. Michael Thomas versus Green Bay. Michael Thomas was getting that rock. DK's an animal, man. But I already got somebody from Seattle. I think they're not gonna be passing. They're gonna be up on Carolina, in my opinion. Seattle's gonna be blowing them out, so they're gonna be running the ball a lot. That's how I see that game script going. I like Michael Pittman versus Baltimore this week. But is Richardson playing, I guess, is the big question. I come back with the DK, though, man. DK is going to get more targets than these guys. Waddell has to have a big game coming up. And who's going to be, what's the corner over there in Denver that's going to be shadowing Tyreek? Surtain is going to be all over Tyreek, man. Jalen Waddle has a big game this week. You heard it here. That's what I'm going with. We're going to go with Jalen Waddell. So I'm gonna go Jalen, and I'm gonna go Garrett Wilson. Not a lot of people are picking Garrett Wilson. He has a big game. Then I go over everybody else. We already know Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are about to go dummy on the shy. We know it. Yeah. Nobody's getting Garrett Wilson. I'm gonna grab Waddle real quick and then come back and get the Garrett Wilson to finish up. That'll be my best ball 6-man right there, y'all. Remember, you ever have any questions, man, you can always come on while I'm live. I'll answer your questions for you. Go on to YouTube, find Hot Soup Fantasy Football, like and subscribe. You can come check me out for starts and sits during the week, hot waiver wire ads, sleepers for the week. I have a set called I Told You So, meaning we come on 1 week, this is who you should sit, this is who you should start. And then after the games are played, I come back and I'm like, hey, I told you so. Hey, I hope you had him in your lineup. I told you so. So, yeah, come check that out. My team is complete. I got 6. There goes my squad. Let's go over everybody else's squad, who I like on here, who I don't, and then we'll be out. What happened? What'd I do? Oh, man. I guess because it's over, I can't see it. Well, so much for that. Oh, that's my Battle Royales lineup. Completed active. Lobby. Yeah. All right, everybody, man. I appreciate y'all coming to watch Hot Soup Best Ball Drafts live. We have these every Wednesday. You come check us out. Just going over some players, man. Who I think is going to be hot this week, who I think's not. And look forward to seeing everybody soon, man. Go like and subscribe. Hot Soup Fantasy Football. I'm out.